boy, once again it's not in place. Okay, let's hope now. Almost. Okay. I think that's the best that I can do for right now. Trying still to organize here some stuff. And of course, hello to anyone that comes in. And well, let's see if I can see the chat. Okay. Not seeing anything in the chat. No. Oh, for God's sake. Still trying to get into the chat. Okay, I think I have it. Okay, I've got Eve, J.A. Dear, Sonia, Vanessa, Linda, and Jackie. So let's hope I can continue to see the chat because it doesn't always does what I wanted to do. I've got all kinds of stuff here, and I've got 2 ideas for 2 art journal pages that I hope I can make both of them today. One of them is going to have some kind of like a rose, Renee Macintosh rose as a focal point, and one is going to be with a dragonfly. And I've taken some gel prints that I've done on one of the lives before, leftover from one of the gel prints, another leftover, a painty paper. This one, I think it was just some sprays, and then I put it on a stencil and went over it with a gold oil pastel. I think that what's made this painty paper. I've got this 12 by 12 scrapbook paper. I've got some disposable placemat. I've got 2 pages of water of coloring pages, which I hope to give me some details in the background. So I've got a vague idea what I want to do, but the details will come as I go. Let's see who's coming. Also, Patricia, Susanna, Brenda, Linda, Mary, Christine, Leanne, I think. I'm sorry to everyone who I'm not pronouncing their name as I should. Ellen, Renee. Okay, so already 26 people. Yay! Maybe I'm getting the hang of doing a live and announcing it first. I'm going to all start in a few minutes. If you remember, I've showed you this a journal last time, and I've finished it. But what's great with journals that are made with papers back to back and not sewed is that I can as long as I didn't make a cover, I can always take another paper from a paper pad and glue it to the end and continue adding to my journal. And that's what I'm going to do today, but just for to simplify and so it would be easier for me, I'm going to work on this paper right now, like these 2 pages, and I will glue it to the other pages later on, just to make my life simple. So this is going to be 1 page, this is going to be the other one, and I hope I can survive it. Okay. Annette, who's all, and Veronica, who else I'm seeing? Okay, finally my my chat is working, and not on the 4th or 5th try. So as I said, I've got 2 ideas and just something I scribbled as usual, and it mostly a layout that I want to do. So I'm going to start with one of them on this side. As I said, some painty paper, some gel prints, and all kinds. Okay, so I'm thinking of starting with this one, and I want it here. I just want to make sure that it's straight, so I'm just going to take a ruler and make a straight line. I can already see that it wasn't straight, so I'm just gonna cut something, the excess here, and the only thing I'm going to do is I'm going to glue it to my page. I'm not worried right now about the excess. I'm just gonna cut it when it's dry, taking some white glue. This is the glue that I usually use for paper napkins, just because it's here. I don't have to use for paper napkins, but I can use regular white glue, but it, as I said, it's just here and it really doesn't matter. So taking a brush, and let's see, I think I'm gonna go something like that. Okay, maybe I'll take a pencil and be a little bit more organized in making the page. Where are my pencils? And I just said the word organized and I can't find things. Okay, I'm gonna try being, let's say that I'm gonna try being organized. And I'm gonna try this time to take some measures just so it will be straight. I think this is enough. I'm going 3-inch in, and it just, as I said, trying to be a little bit more organized. Okay, so let's put some glue. Should have put something under. I'm trying to do this part very quickly because I'm planning on more layers, and gluing is so boring to watch. Here we go. On the line. And as long as I'm not going with glue on top of it right now, I can already trim the excess. There's never enough room on my desk. Never. Never ever. This is a paper from a paper pad, 240 gram. A paper, quite thick. Okay, leftover. Oh my. What's going on today? Why is it crooked? Okay, good enough. Okay, next. I'm thinking of using this for the rest of the page. And since I've been so diligent in measuring, let's do the other part. Okay, I've got like 6 and 1, 2, 3, approximately. I'm just trimming again. And let's see. Okay, this is a little bit, as you can see, wrinkled. I don't care. Okay. So that's just the start, 2 parts on the page that will start my background. So yeah, of course I need to put some glue, and I should probably check what is going on in the chat. So first I'm just going to glue this and I'll check the chat. I hope I haven't missed anything. Okay. I don't care if it's not precise here in where there are 2 meeting, because I'm planning on sticking some and putting some washi tape in between, just to add more interest in between the 2 pieces. And again, I don't care if I have got wrinkles, just adds to the whole. Okay, let's see. Washi tape. I want something to add interest. I've got some washi tape here, and let's see, something interesting. I don't know. Oh, I've got some greenish hue here and some pinkish hue here, so it would probably work with what I've got here on going on. Okay, I think I'm hoping it's straight. Still haven't got my new glasses, and these are the prescription change, and these are also crooked, so it seems like I'm seeing everything crooked right now. Okay, so I've got some washi tape in between, which is nice. Just gonna trim. And here. Okay. Already a nice start for a background. Now I want to add some details, so I'm thinking of stamping, and let's see, I'm planning on here on this page, I'm planning on some kind of a circle and a dragonfly, and I want some details in the back, because as much as I like these two gel prints, there isn't enough details for my taste. Okay, let's see what's going on in the chat. Hello everyone, and good morning or good evening wherever you are. Okay, so let's see. I've got here some details from, you can hardly see it, but I used a coaster, not a coaster, a trivet on the gel plate, so I'm thinking of using that to add details. Here is the trivet, and let's see, I'm gonna use, I don't want it to overwhelm my page, so I'm gonna start. I was thinking a dark blue, but I'm worried that it would be too much. What should I do? I'm going to try cracked pistachio. I don't know if it will work, if it will be seen. I'm just thinking right now that I want to echo this color here, and maybe here echo this color. I don't know. We'll see what happens. If it will be visible enough or not. Okay, let's take just a page. So when I'm stamping it, I don't want it to go over. So stay in place. Okay, and we have a winner. It can be seen enough to give details without overwhelming. Okay, so now I'm covering this side while I'm stamping. Yeah. And once again, covering this side. I like to have details, some pattern in the back without overwhelming the page. That's why I'm doing it. Okay, so we've done this, and now I want to add, although this is quite detailed, so I'm not so sure that I need to add something here. Maybe just so I will have, as I said, something that echoes this page, this color that I have here. That's the only reason I'm thinking of doing it. So maybe looking for a color that will work. I've got this one, and what kind of stamp do I want here? Well, I've picked this one, and again I'll just mask the area that I don't want to stamp. Okay, let's see. On purpose, I'm not centering the stamp. Okay. Good enough. Okay, moving this aside, and let's see, for the circle that I wanted for the dragonfly, I've picked, I don't know if it will work, but we'll see. This is from a coloring book, and I thought about using this circle as a background, and so I'm cutting it out right now, and I'm thinking that on top of it I will glue a paper napkin, because it's translucent, and I'm thinking that it will give me more interest and more color. For that matter, the coloring page is giving me details in the background. I like to work in layers. For that matter, I could have taken a blank white page, stamped all over it, and made a circle and cut a circle. Yeah, that's what I want to do. And now I need to figure out what kind of paper napkin do I want on top of it. I've got all kinds, and you know, I have ones that are made from the white backing of paper napkins, and I dye them with my sprays. So I'm thinking maybe this can also work, especially that the colors match, but I'm not sure. Maybe something else. I've got a paper napkin in mind. Let's see if it works. I've got this one. I think with leaves in the background it would be more interesting. I will have part of the details from the mandala here. I will have also some extra details from the leaves, and also some more color from the leaves. So I'm thinking with going with this. Okay, let's take this again. Aside, I don't have room. So let's see. Let's put something. I'm gonna make a mess, I just know it. So with the glue, so just putting something like this and more glue. Okay, let's hope this works. Oopsie. Okay, going on top of it with the glue, not skimping. I want it to glide. If you're watching my channel for quite some time, you know what I'm always telling about working with glue on napkins. Soft brush, soft flat brush, and glide, not drag. So a lot of glue just to make sure you are not dragging your paper napkin. Here we go. So this needs to dry. And while this is drying, although I'll probably use a heat tool, I'm thinking that I'm going to start laying out the other page. And let's see. For the other page, I was thinking of using this colors and using again some black and white in the background. So let's see. I'm thinking that my flower is going to be, this is again just the start. I could stamp, I could have tissue paper with black stamping. I can use this as a background, which I'm still thinking about. Maybe use this, because this, I'm going to use this just because you can take any tissue paper, stamp it, or just with a marker do the same thing. So you don't really have to have disposable placement like I do. It just, I have it in my cheap store and I use it a lot for my gel prints. So sometimes I'm gel printing on this side, sometimes on the other side, and it goes really well. Okay, so I'm thinking that this is going to be the size here. So I'm going to trim it. I can see the page underneath. Good enough. Okay, so this is the start. I'm going to glue it. Not sure what a color is going to be on top of it. I only knew that I wanted to use the green leftovers for the sides. We'll see. Just making sure I have enough glue. Let's just flip it over so I can align it with the edge of the page. Okay. Good enough. Let's see now. I need to trim this because this time, most of the time I like torn edges. This time I'm going with straight edges, so let's see how. Okay, just marking, and I'm gonna cut the piece here. Just trying to align it with the lines on the mat to make straight lines. Yeah, okay, working for me. So more glue here. Remember, it's just the start. Don't know where it's going yet. Okay, I should probably take a baby wipe for all the glue that I'm putting on my mat. My baby wipes are a little bit dry. Never mind. I'm thinking of using a washi tape here also. Not sure yet. Just trimming the excess. Okay. Now I need to figure out if I want this piece to go like this or if I want a piece to go like this. Like this. Okay, decided. That was easy. Oops. Don't move. That's it. Little bit too much glue. I'm not too careful with where my glue is, and I can see that everything is moving. I keep bumping into the light fixture that's holding my camera. I'm sorry. Okay. Let's see. So, moving again the pieces that I don't need just to make space here. And let's see. do I use? Let's go with something neutral. I think maybe this one. Trying to use all my washi tape. I keep forgetting to use it, so I'm really trying to use more all kinds of supplies that I have lying around, and I keep forgetting about them. I want to change to another washi tape here, and not sure which one. Maybe this one. Also a little bit neutral in color. Yeah. Okay. I'm not sure about this one. Maybe I should have gone all the way to here, but for now I'm leaving it be, and we'll see what's going to be with it. Okay. So now I want to decide on the color here, and I was thinking of using again one of the paper napkins that I dye, but I'm not sure about what color do I want, or maybe again take a printed paper napkin, but then this is quite visible, the black mark. So again, let's take what I've got here and see what works, just to get a feel for it. It doesn't have to be completely dyed, it can be with some puddles of color. No, too much. I want a different color. I don't want to be too much with the same color palette in both sides. Maybe this one. I'm just going over, taking some out, and we'll see what works. Okay. Let's see how this one works here. This could be interesting. Or maybe like this. Very striking. Not sure about it. It's an option. I think that's more like it. Yeah. I'm thinking this is what I'm going to use. And when it's dry, I can always add more on top if I feel like I need something more Yeah. Let's just try some more, just so I will be, I'll know that I tried other stuff. This is more interesting. Oh my God, this is a lot more interesting. You know what? I'm going with this one. Yep. I'm just going to figure out, I think, like this, because I've got these two puddles that I don't know now how I got them. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to cut into the paper napkin so it would be easier to handle. Okay, next, once again, glue and more glue. Okay. It's a little bit wrinkled, so I'm just trying to align it with the washi tape. Otherwise, I really don't care. Yeah. Here inside the rectangle, I don't care if I have wrinkles. I just wanted it to be aligned as much as I can with the washi tape. So now I'm just going over again with glue. I really need to check what's going on in the chat, so you won't feel like I'm forgetting about you. Just going to finish with the glue. I've got a whole sack of white backing from paper napkins that I need to dye, and so they will be ready for use. Okay, so I'm gonna let this dry. Let's see what's going on in the chat. Hello to everyone. Hi, Aisha. Okay, so no questions for me so far. Let's see what's going on with the circle for the dragonfly. Still wet. So I'm going to to take the heat tool. So if you are if you hate the sound of it, just mute me for right now. Just so you know, this is not really a heat tool. This is a hair dryer, but I found out that this works better than this thing. This one, a lot of times when it comes in, first of all, this, at least this one is not strong enough, and if it comes too close to glue or acrylic paint, it makes it bubble. So most of the time I will not use this. So, and I prefer the hair dryer. Almost. Almost. That's the only thing that I don't have patience for. Glue drying. I want someone to invent a machine that I can take whatever project I'm doing, put it inside, and it will come on the other side dry. That's what I want. Not completely dry, but as I said, I don't have enough patience. I'm trying not to make a mess. I was so not sure I was going to do a live today. The holiday and other stuff was just too much. And I still think I'm 20, which I'm not. Not even close. So I'm overdoing stuff. And then I paid the price and my back was just out of place. And I was like 2 days like a upside down turtle. What can I say? Okay, so I'm not sure. I don't want it in the center. I want it a little bit up here. Don't know why. I don't have a reason to give. Maybe I'll do something here. I'm not sure, but I want my circle to be more to the top. And let's take again some glue. I'm still being careful because this is still wet. Just going to do it like this. Okay. I'm not worried about the page curling because after everything will be dry, I will stick it to the other pages, as I said at the start of the video, of the live. It's just going to join the other pages back to back. Okay, so I've got this, and now I have to wait for it to dry completely because I want to stencil the dragonfly, and I don't want it to stick to this, so I don't have a choice. I'm just trimming here again the excess. I need a little bit glue here since I didn't go enough into the corner and here. Okay, now it's good enough. And let's wipe the mess. Okay, so while this is waiting to dry and this is going to dry, I want details here, and I thought about stamping leaves. Now I don't know, I have some stamps that I made from craft foam of leaves, but I don't know if they will fit in size. I'm going to bring them and we'll see. I've got this one, let's see, probably could work, and I've got a plainer one like this, also can work. It's a little bit bigger than this one, and these are just made from craft foam, and the indentation here is made just with a pen, and here with the soldering iron. Maybe this one. I like this one more with the swirly stuff, so that's what I'm going to go with. And let's see, I can move this. I've got some dark metallic green that I think will work here. I've got some gold here in the back, and this is also some metallic paint that I've used on the gel plate. So we are going metallic just to go with the flow. Yuck, acrylic booger. All these craft paints are very old. I'm trying to use them, get rid of them, and it seems like it never ends. Okay, so let's stick. Where are my brayers? Again, that's what happens when you when you organize your workspace. You can't find anything. Too much, I think. Whatever will be, will be. Okay, so you can hardly see the indentation. So what I'm thinking is I'm just going to stamp it, and then I will use a gold pen, a gold marker, whatever, to make the details. I'm thinking how I'm going to go about it. Yeah, let's go like this. It's upside down. Good. Great. Ah. Okay. One more. And I'm thinking of doing the same thing here. I'm going to put a little bit like this. Yeah. Now I'm happy. Now it just needs to dry. So let's speed things along. Just wipe the brayer. Just so you know, this is not going into the garbage. This is just going to be another painty paper, and it can accumulate paint or stamps or whatever through several projects. It doesn't have to be kept like this for one project. And lots of times the papers that I wipe things on are the best. So just so you will know. Okay, finished with this. Taking the heat tool, whatever, again. At least acrylic paint dries fast. Okay, some gold marker. Let's see if it works. Let's hope so. It's not a great one, but it's enough for me to make the details. I'm not looking for something too, I don't know what to call it, visible, because it's just the background. I don't want anything to be too much eye-catching. This is not a great marker. Don't even remember where I bought it. But for this, it's enough. I have some white flakes, paint flakes. Probably have been from the stamp. Again, don't care. Just going over the markings. I hope you can see what I'm doing. Oops. Glue, a lot of glue here. And of course I put my hand in it. If it's not paint, it's glue. I need to drink something. Okay, I'm just glimpsing what's going on in the chat. Okay. Maybe I need to flip it around so I won't get my hand again inside glue. Some wet paint. Even here there is still wet glue in some places. Okay, so that part is finished, and yep, still sticky. So it means that I need to use the heat tool again, for God's sake. Let's cover the glue. Don't know if I will need it again, but for now I'm just covering it. Okay, let's hope now it will work, that I can stencil on top of it. And I'm bringing a stencil with a dragonfly. that I wanted to do here. Now I need to figure out if I want it straight like this or if I want it to the side like this. Not sure. I think I'm going like this. What do you think? Straight or in an angle? I'm looking at the chat, so here's your chance to make a difference. Vote, make a difference. Okay, 3 are saying angle. Okay, more angle than straight. Now I need to figure out what color am I using. Either dark blue or dark purple. Do you want to vote? You can vote. Purple or blue. Let's see. I want it to stand out on the page. Black. Yeah, black can also be dark blue, purple. Okay, I've got more purple than anything, so let's see. I'm going with the dark purple. Whoops. You see, even without trying, the paint is jumping on me. It's a talent, I'm telling you. Okay, so makeup sponge, and I'm going like this. Dabbing, getting rid of excess, and starting to stencil. Yeah, okay, here is the dragonfly. Now I'm thinking I want to connect the parts, some of the parts, and I want to use this gold, this is a Uniball Signal gold marker. I'm thinking going around with the gold. Like this. So the areas in between the shapes that create the dragonfly, I'm just going with the gold. I'm filling the spaces in between. I think it's starting to take shape. So it won't disappear on all the details I've got in the back. The details from the mandala, the details from the paper napkin. It makes it more solid. The only thing I think I'm not going to go over around is this like legs or whatever, I don't know what to call them, because they are not really important to me. I'm more concerned about the body and the wings. Okay. Almost done. Just a little bit more. Okay. And the rest of the body. And again, I'm in the glue. Can't help it. Yeah, I think it's a lot more visible right now. And I'm still figuring what I want here. I'm not sure. I need a little bit of glue here in the corner. I'm just using a glue stick. No matter how much glue I'm putting, always the corners are what seems to be the problem. Okay, I was thinking about doing little dragonflies in the back faded, not something that will take away from my focal point, from my main dragonfly. I'm not sure. I've got some little ones here, this one and this one. So I'm thinking just spreading them around on at least on this part of the page. Maybe I'll do it. What's the worst that could happen? Faded, but they need to be faded, so I'm not using acrylic paint. I'm going to use distress ink, and let's see. I'm taking a dusty concord and a makeup brush, and let's hope it will turn out fine. I'm also not putting pressure on the brush because I really want it faded in the background. Okay, I can do a little bit more pressure. Yeah. Okay. I'm also flipping it over so it won't be all in the same direction. Don't know how much of it you can see. Maybe I'll continue and then I'll bring it closer to the camera, and in the hopes that it would be more visible. It's really strange. The camera that is used for the live is not the same camera that is used when I'm doing just recording a video, and the one for the live is not great. So, but that's what I have, and I will have to deal with it until I decide that I need to buy a more professional equipment. I'm thinking that this one needs a little bit more, and that I don't need to be afraid of them being too visible. Yeah. Yeah. I love doing, if it's stenciling or stamping, things that go outside the edges. I think it looks more organic that way. I'm still thinking that I want something written here, but I'm not sure yet, so I'm leaving it be. Okay. Well, this is still wet, but I'm thinking that now I'm going to do the Macintosh rose that I talked about. And for that, again, I need some, I want to do it on another paper, probably one of my gel prints. Oh. Let's see. And this time I can't take something again that has something in the back because this is too much. I'm already thinking of pushing back a little bit of the detail I've got here with some wash, with white wash of acrylic paint or gesso, just to make it a little bit more push it back, push it to the back. And now I'm just going over some papers. This is a little bit, maybe too much. Maybe I need something more red, but I don't do a lot of red, so I'm not sure if I've got something that will fit. Let's see. What else do I have that we can play with? Maybe a red paper napkin, red tissue paper. What else? Maybe I've got something in my scrapbook papers. Again, I usually don't buy things in red colors, so I'm not sure. Just going over some stuff here. No, this is not. No. I've got some Christmassy 12 by 12, but I don't like Christmas theme. Nope, not working for me. Let's see what else. I just had to make myself find a color that I don't have. I think here my sister gave me this one, and I think there is some red inside. Oh my god, this is awful. No, not completely red. Don't like this color. Maybe I can make it from this. Nope. What else? This was so not planned. I think I've got some red here. No, it's glossy. I don't like it. When I bought it, it was like closed, and I thought, wow, denim is going to be great. And I didn't know it's going to be all the pages glossy. And who is doing a denim theme with glossy paper? I don't know. I don't know what went in the mind of whoever designed it. I'm about to maybe, what do you think about that? This is a little bit red orangey. Maybe I can do something with this one. What do you think? Shall we try this one? Okay. I'm still leaving this be. I'm not sure yet if I'm going to do anything to, as I said, do a wash and push it back. Right now I'm more concerned about making the rose. And let's see. I want to do it freehand. I don't want a perfect circle. I have all things here loose and not perfect, so I don't want a symmetrical circle. And let's start some kind of a circle. I'll just erase the the lines later. When I'm starting to get stuck, it means I'm tired. I'm sorry. Okay, so I'm going to do here on the back side, just so you will see how I'm doing it. Basically, to do a look-alike Macintosh rose. Now, it's not perfect. It's just my version to it. I'm doing sometimes I start with doing like a moon, and then I'm taking it like this, okay, and again going like this, and now you decide when you want to stop doing this kind of shape, okay. You're deciding when to stop doing it. This is how I go about doing this rose. So now I'm just flipping it over and doing the same thing here, and then I'm going to go over with something more visible, just so I can see what I'm doing. Something like that, yeah. Okay, right now I'm going and doing the lines in with a black marker. I'm not sure if it will stay that way, because when I first thought about this page, I was thinking about some gold or bronze line, don't know why, and I thought I'll do it with a 3D paint or tulip or whatever you call it. Some call it puff paint or 3D paint, or there are many names to that product. And let's see. Well, I'm changing it as I'm going. What can I say? Yeah, okay. That's my rose. Just erasing the pencil lines. Okay, so now I just want to give it a little bit more depth, and let's see, I'm taking just a pencil. This is 10B, it's softer, it's darker, and I'm just going in some of the areas, adding, and I'm going to smudge it. You can smudge it with your hand, you can smudge it with this kind of a thing that I think every time I'm forgetting the name. I think stump, and not sure, I'm sorry. There are some things that just decide not to go inside the box and I can't remember, no matter how many times people told me how it's called in English. So mostly I'm putting the darker shade in the corners, and smudging it. I can also, as I said, just use my finger. Really up to you. You can also use a Q-tip, also an option. Smudging and letting it blend. I'm still not sure that this fits on top of this page, but I'm going with it and we'll see, because it's really striking on all this color that I've got here, but no matter. I'm adding a little bit more shading in the bottom of my rose. Okay. Now for the rest of the smudging. Okay, I'm going to cut it and see after all this work if it fits or not. Okay, really striking, and I'm just going to keep it that way. It is what it is. Again, the corners, for God's sake. Okay, I'm not gluing it yet. I'm thinking I'm going to do the stem with the washi tape. Surprise, surprise. And let's see. Maybe this one will work. I'm going with this one. Let's see. Yeah. I'm going with this one, and I'm also thinking I'm going out of the frame. Not sure if I want it up to the bottom. Let's put it right now until up to the bottom, and maybe I will trim it. We'll see. As I go along, I will see how it works. Okay, flower is going here, and I still want some kind of a leaf that will go with this. So right now I'm just going to put some glue in the back. Okay. So that's nice. Now for making some kind of a leaf, I'm going through again some painty papers. I need something striking as this flower. You I think I'll use this one. Okay, boom. Okay, a leaf. I'm making a mess, just so you will know. Everything is a mess around me right now. Yeah. Now I'm thinking that maybe I need 2 leaves, but let's start with one and see how it goes. And just going to add some details. Maybe I need to do the same details I have here. Why not? Let's do that. Yep, I like it. Okay. I like it, and I think that I just need to go and do black line on the washi tape just to connect the whole flower. Everything is with a contour line, so I'm going to add a black line here. Yeah, I'm liking it, but something bothers me here. I'm not sure yet. I want a word here, and let's see what I've got in stencils. I want quite a large word on top, so let's see. Now I need to find the stencils that have some words on them. Okay, here we go. I'm going with soar, and I'm going to use the same purple I've used for the dragonfly, and just need to mask the other words so I won't make a mess. That's the problem with this kind of stencils. All the words are so close to each other that if you are not careful when you're stenciling, you are getting inside other words. Okay. I'll probably go around the letters with the gold marker, the same as I've done with the dragonfly. Yeah. Very simple, but I like it. I've got all kinds of details here, and I'm really liking this page. Also the other one that wasn't completely blend in terms of colors. I just knew about the green here and here, and all the other stuff just came as I went. I don't know if I can say it, if it's proper English or not, but you get what I mean. That's the only thing that matters. Okay. Really like it. Now I was going to let it go, but now I'm adding some of the gold here to the details that are showing through the paper napkin, which is some circles from the mandala. Sometimes it's just little things that you feel like doing, no reason. I really like this circle, the mandala plus the paper napkin with the leaves. Really turned out well. Yeah. Okay, this page I'm leaving it be, and I'm looking at this one and I'm not sure. Maybe if I went with black lines around the page and around the areas, I'm not sure, and I don't want to add right now to it. Well, you know what? I'm leaving it. I'm leaving it be. Maybe I will decide what to do later on. Right now, I'm leaving it as is. I really like it, except for this part that something is bothering me. Maybe in a later date I will decide what to do. Let's see what's going on in the chat. Hi Ludmila, Joellen, Karen. I'm sorry if I missed someone. Sue, hi. You think another leaf to the left side? Maybe. Maybe. Let's see. As long as we are here, let's see. The right one is a little bit out of my usual colors, my usual color combinations, but that's the beauty of art journaling. I can do something like that and I'm not wasting anything. It's all paper scraps from painty papers, and as long as I'm having fun, that's all that matters. Let's see. You are right. It needed another leaf. I'm thinking that probably inking around and darkening the edges would probably work very nice here, but right now I still have areas with wet glue, so I'm going to leave it and not try and ruin another brush or whatever, or sponge, because I'm just talented like that. Let's see. The painty paper, this is like a photo paper or any kind of glossy paper. Even if you take a glossy paper from a magazine and then you take permanent markers that are alcohol based and you just let me show you. It's very easy. I also have I'll try and find the video that I show this technique, because that's how I do this kind of papers. I didn't have alcohol inks, so I found a way to to do my own thing. So this is glossy. You take any kind of permanent marker. These are from the cheap store, of course, and you do as many or whatever colors that you want. You want 2, you want 3, you want a lot more, up to you. And then what you do is you take alcohol, and it probably will work better with a 90% alcohol, but here I don't know why it's very expensive, so usually I just use a 70% alcohol from the pharmacy. And what you do is you just splatter on top of it, and you splatter until you get the desired effect. I'm taking a fan brush, and I'm going to splatter on top of it, and there will start to be some kind of reaction. And this alcohol is old and doesn't do the work so good, but it does work. I can also touch like with the alcohol, and you can do it with the back of your brush. You can also just take and smear it. Again, my alcohol is something not so good right now, but that's how you do this kind of painty paper. Again, I will try and find a video that I've done about this technique, and I will put it in the description box. This was also made the same way, but not with splattering, just by smearing with the alcohol. So that's one way to go about it. And again, if you can get your hands on a 90% and more alcohol, then it's better. The result is better. And it needs to be done on glossy paper, as I said. So this is it. Very simple. Yeah, vodka would probably do well. I don't sign or date because it really doesn't matter to me. I'm not going to put it in a museum, and it really doesn't matter to me. When I do, when I paint on canvases, I will sign, but even then I don't even put the year, because again, I don't know, it just doesn't matter to me when I've done it. So don't know why. Okay. Yeah, I think I've read everything. I hope that I haven't missed anything. Maybe I need some, I think I need some black elements in this area, because it needs to be connected. That's what I'm thinking. That this is not in line, not cohesive with the rest of the page. That's what I'm thinking. But I'm so tired that you will have to forgive me. I'm not continuing. Not. I will have to finish this in another time. Maybe I will show it. Maybe on Monday when I'll do a video, then I will show you how I've dealt with this piece. But right now, that's it for me today. And if you have more questions for me or anything, I'm still here. Okay. So basically, this is it. The mess that I can achieve is just amazing. You can't see the floor right now, because each time I moved something aside, it went on the floor. But here we go. Another 2 ideas that went into an art journal, and I can take this and put it in my notebook. That's what I'm doing with all of the ideas that I'm just sketching on some little paper. Okay, so this is it. Thank you for coming in. It's really important to me that you're here. I'm not talking to myself, and it's really nice to ask your opinions and just go with the flow, not completely planned. I'm talking and trying to put some of the stuff in order. Okay, so this is it. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for participating, and well, I'll be seeing you on Monday in the next video. Bye for now.